Prosecutor Blackwill. There is one who awaits you, is there not? And that is the reason you have studied so very hard. Are you prepared to give up on all you have worked for thus far? It would not do to have you disappoint you-know-who. Who is that? Is that Phoenix? Is that her parents? I don't know.
You're wasting your time. You have nothing on me. No evidence or anything else to establish my guilt. You're helpless before the might of lawyers for whom the end justifies the means.
Objection!
About time, Apollo, you did something. Don't worry, Athena, you're doing fine. The truth will always win against people like him. But what am I supposed to do now? Listen, all you have to do is take a deep breath and look back over the entire case. If there's truth to be found, and there always is, you're sure to find it. Oh! We get to do that little recap laser bullet thing that I love with the awesome music. Now let me see you smile. Remember what Mr. Wright said? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Do it. The laser bullet mode thing. Thanks, everyone. We're best friends. You don't have to worry about me. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. That's only the 80th time I've heard that. Athena Cykes is psyched and ready to rock. Prepare for your utter defeat. Ah, yes. Bullet mode. Professor Court wasn't killed in the art room. She was killed right where her body was found. We know because there wasn't any time to move the body there from somewhere else. That means the body had to have been hidden somewhere on stage until it was found. Let's think along these lines and see where it takes us. First up, when did Professor Means remove the body from its hiding place? Let's see, what was he doing right before the body was discovered? He was using the span of time his fake alibi created to move the body to where it would be more easily spotted. Therefore, the only time Professor Means could have removed the body from its hiding place is during the mock trial. It was during the mock trial specifically, during the speech. Professor Means moved the body to an easily seen location during his long pre-recorded speech. The professor also moved something to the stage that wasn't there before, specifically, the white statue. During the mock trial, Professor Means wrapped the White Lady Justice in the school banner and sent it zipping down to the stage with a crash, killing two birds with one stone. He drew attention to the body and made it look like the murder occurred in the art room. But was there anywhere to hide a body on that stage? It doesn't seem likely. No, there had to be someplace. Wait a second. How about something that should have been finished but was only mostly done? The Phoenix statue. Something was used to cover the body up, but it didn't draw undue attention because it looked like it belonged there on stage. In that way, no one would suspect there was a body hidden inside. Wait, but why? How could you have hidden the body underneath, on top of the right? I don't know, but that's clearly what they want me to say. Oh, I know. The Wright statue was never actually finished. The body was wrapped under some cloth to hide what was really inside. But we would never know that it wasn't finished because it was broken. Cleverly disguising it as the boss's statue. Miss Newman gave up on the Wright statue, yet Professor Means finished it in a single night. Yes, what an impressive feat that was.
Objection!
No, his so-called work of art deserves none of our praise. That's because it was only a facade to hide his real work. The murder of Professor Court. Come again? I'm afraid I don't follow. He hid the body by making it look like the statue of Mr. Wright. With the body wrapped under a piece of cloth, it looked just like a statue. What? I second that, what? Oh, is that why her hands were bound? Okay, we'll see.
No, this is getting preposterous. How would such a thing even be possible?
Objection!
We'll never know until we try. Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. Okay, Apollo, time to turn me into a reasonable likeness of Mr. Wright. I'm going to pose like the statue, like so. And now I want you to wrap me in a cloth so that it looks like a statue. I hate to ask the obvious, but where am I supposed to get this magical cloth? I'm afraid that isn't the right color, Mr. Justice. Well, given how sudden the request was, it's kind of the best I could do, Your Honor. Did they get Junie's coat thing? All right, I think that about does it. Oh, that's definitely not Junie's coat. Well, what do you think, everyone? Do I look just like a statue of Mr. Wright or what? Looks like some random person to me. Weren't the statues a pair of busts? Phoenix Wright has that spiky hair on the back of his head. Forget the hair. The statue's head is way bigger than your average person's anyways. You gotta hand it to me for trying anyway. Wait, that's it. The hands. Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. The marks on her wristed indicate she'd been tied up. Apollo, tie me up in a new pose. Wait, you're not into this kind of thing, are you? What? No! Besides, it was your idea. Just tell me how to tie your hands already. Professor Court's wrists were tied together, and I can't help but think that's related. How should I arrange myself to match the shape I want, given her hands were tied? Hold on a minute. How do you tie it in an objection pose? Behind her head, that wouldn't make sense though. I'm gonna lose this one. Tie both my hands in an objection pose. What about the spiky hair on the back of the head? Oh, I know, the boss is right there. Go pull some out and you can glue it on.
Objection!
What do you think you're doing, Apollo? Sorry, Athena, I couldn't do it. Don't be such a wimp. Aw, how unfortunate. And I was so looking forward to seeing where that was headed. Okay, I did get it wrong. So that means behind the head then. Alright, yeah, we got it, behind the head. There we go. Apollo, tie both of my hands behind my head. See? This makes it possible to fake the spikes on the back of Mr. Wright's head. Sure, but then what about the statue's arm? With both arms behind your head, you can't exactly complete the pose. Yeah, it would be awfully hard to make the objection pose like this. I can't help thinking you've forgotten something, Athena. Something on the body that you don't have right now. The arrow? What did the victim's body have that I don't? There's the arrow, which could be it. I think that's the best bet we have.
Take that!
Oh, right, there was an arrow sticking out of her side. Okay, Apollo, take that and plunge it into my side. What are you, crazy? Fine, then go get some duct tape. Rapido. All right. I don't need to know other languages to know bossy when I hear it. The fatal arrow to the side. Spiky hair created from 2 hands. A masterpiece in the making. Now cover me with that cloth. But remember to make the arrow stand out, okay? That looks so stupid. Mommy, the arm's too short.
Remember your indoor voice.
Nobody's buying it. The arrow's nowhere near long enough. But what else could you use for the arm?
Still won't give up, eh? I must commend you, if only for your spirit and determination.
Of course she's not giving up. After all she's put me through. She owes me an explanation, and one that makes sense. Now, disappoint me again and the penalty will be... Oh, what? Okay. Think, Athena, think. Professor Cord was murdered when she was stopped by the stage to see Professor Means. Stage, okay. If it wasn't premeditated, he must have something close at hand in his little ruse. Apollo, show me those stage setup photos again. Like that? Right now? Okay, hold on. Please. It's his staff. It's his staff. The arm on Mr. Wright statue really is right here. There's nothing else here that would do it.
Take that!
Got it. I know what he used for the arm on the statue of Mr. Wright.
This is absurd. There is no such thing in this photo. Don't play dumb with me, Professor. It's the staff you have right there. Staff? This is the spear of a great legal warrior.
Whatever, just hurry up and lend it to me. The length is perfect. Mr. Wright couldn't possibly object to such an awesome arm. Okay, go for it, Apollo. Sure, I'll give your arm a hand. Cloth and binding coming right up. So does that mean he stabbed that into her? Is that? I don't... Confused. I'm confused. It looks better, I guess. It's kind of stupid looking. Yeah, everyone thinks so. It's Phoenix Wright! Look, that's that famous lawyer!
That's definitely him. I know that pose anywhere.
We did it, didn't we? Ah! Well, I'm not the spitting image of the legendary Phoenix Wright. The man who will bring us out of these dark ages into the era of brilliant golden light. Golden light? All I see before me is the pink specter of a man. Ah! That's her annoying laugh that I've given her. That's just because Mr. Wright likes his statue. He's positively tickled pink. Get it, Apollo? He's tickled pink. Blah, that joke deserves a pink slip. It seems the gallery is quite impressed with the defense's sharp thinking. And the witness?
Bah! The resemblance is nothing more than a coincidence.
Objection!
Check the staff for blood. Not so fast there, Buster. Unfortunately for you, I can prove my theory to be more than mere coincidence. To prove that his spear was thrust into the victim, all I have to do is... blood! Yes! We had assumed the victim's jagged wound would came from the arrow being forcibly shoved in. But if the wound was from this spear instead, then we should be able to detect traces of the victim's blood on it.
Your Honor, a brief recess, if you will. By any means possible. What if I get rid of my spear? Wait, what if I burn it?
What now?
If I do that, I'll be found innocent. Yes, I'm innocent, I tell you.
Objection!
Surely you don't expect us to take lectures from you now. Now I ask you in the gallery. Help me decide the professor's fate. Oh, what a funny face.
Execution.
Is he writing guilty? Oh dear. He's dead? We did it. We killed him. Well done, team. What has become of our witness, Aristotle Means? It is as Sykes Dono suspected. Blood was detected on his staff. He has admitted to his this heinous crime. All of it. He shall join us in the clink tomorrow. His teaching skills can be put to good use there. Great. He'll teach felons that the end justifies the means. So much for rehabilitation. Can I ask what the professor's motive was? I could barely make out a word he said on the account of his shattered teeth. One of Blackwell's fellow inmates was once a surgeon. Why not a former dentist too? I eventually had him put pen to paper. It turns out Professor Means was the one taking bribes. The victim had suspected him after a report from the class snitch. That led her to question him at length the day of the killing, right there on that stage. The result? The heinous crime that was brought before this court. The fool, like Newman, had come to know of the script's contents via the victim's note. It seems he came up with a plan to stab the victim with their own awl in order to make the killing look like the one in the script and thus frame the defendant. But that scrap of paper with Hughes's name had the same mark as Professor Court's planner. Yes, about that. Those planners are bestowed upon all students graduating at the top of their class. Really? So then. Indeed. Once upon a time, Professor Means was also awarded the same notebook. The handwriting is being analyzed now, but like as not, the scrap belonged to him. This too was evidence of the bribery scheme that the victim had obtained. Know that Constance Court was clean and that only Aristotle Means took the bribes. To think a professor would murder a colleague, then try to pin it on a student. If this is the dark age of the law, then we can only hope that a brighter future awaits. And the first step is to hand down my verdict for a promising young lady. This court finds the defendant Juniper Woods. It's confetti time, baby. Confetti time, baby. Is the baby for you and me. But then why in the first case is she not a lawyer? Did she give up on it? Quitter. After all I did for her. I wish you all the best on your road to becoming a courtroom judge. We will need young people like you if we ever hope to restore the law to its former glory. Oh, I guess maybe she's still in school, that's why. Okay. Yes, Your Honor, I'll work as hard as I can. Maybe one day I'll be able to work with all of you to make a difference. Proudly serve Professor Court's memory. Do not let her death be in vain. That's the last thing I expect to hear from him today. Court is adjourned. Oh, that felt a lot faster than the aquarium case. And it probably was a bit shorter. Oh man, that's the first 3 cases plus the DLC. That's 4 cases we've done so far. So many videos. Thank you, Athena. I really mean it. It was nothing, really. I can take the biggest tangled mess of a case and unravel it just like that. I don't know. You looked pretty wound up there at the end. Literally and figuratively. You look pretty hungry for a knuckle sandwich, Buster. I wanted to thank you too, Apollo. Don't mention it. The way you were always there for Athena when she was in a bind. And at the detention center, where your smile gave me hope when there was none. It was like the warm rays of the sun shining down on peaceful woodlands. I think you're an absolutely amazing person. Thanks, Juniper. That means a lot to me. But I still have lots of work to do, and I can't wait until we see you on the judge's bench. I promise you I'll get there someday.
That's why until that day,
Guys, I've got some big news. I mean, this is huge. Oh, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay, I think. So what's the big news? The school festival. It was supposed to have been canceled after what happened, but we just got a call. In memory of Professor Constance Court, who worked so hard to make it happen, the festival is being extended 1 extra day until tomorrow. Really? All right, yeah!
We've got a special treat for all of you. A love letter for Themis Legal Academy. Achtung, baby. It's time for the guitar serenade.
Wait, that's it? No! It should have been at least a minute long. Come on, man. Weird voice they gave him, though. I didn't expect something like that. Wow, that was so much fun. School festivals are amazing. Tee-hee! I think you and Robin are getting a little carried away. Your singing voice, Juniper. It could melt my heart. Mr. Wright, thank you for that training seminar. Just remember, the objection pose is all about attitude. Oh, and congrats on your mock trial win. Although, Robin had you for a while there. I did, didn't I? But I'm just glad we're back to how we used to be, thanks to Athena. And you know what? I think I'll stick with become a prosecutor. I'll stick with become a prosecutor. Yes, very good. Maybe you should go back and learn some English. I'm going to make up for my mock trial loss by winning the real deals in court. Mock trial loss? What loss? Wait, did they reprise the trial and Hugh won? Level-headed lawyer, course genius, and hot-blooded prosecutor, course student. Will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. So, does this mean it's really gonna happen? Juniper, there's something I've been wanting to say to you. Kissy kiss. Could you give me a kissy kiss? Is he gonna do what I think he is? Can we still be friends? You know, best friend. Oh, she got friend zoned! Friend zoned! Weren't you going to profess your love for Juniper if you won the mock trial? Maybe he likes Robin. No, I was going to confess. To Robin? That I'm not a genius and that I'm really 25 years old. But you already dragged it out of me during the trial. Whoops! Listen, Hugh. You too, Robin, Miriam. Oh, I forgot she existed. Me too? Miriam's got this tactical espionage action stuff down to a science. I've been thinking. It's up to us to put an end to the dark age of the law if we can. Let's all work together to usher in a new age where winning only results from the truth. And the end never justifies the means. Count me in. I wouldn't have it any other way. Best friends forever, huh? No matter what anyone says, nothing beats true friendship. Apollo, you have no friends. And Athena, you have no friends. And Phoenix. I mean, sure, they're friends with each other, but they're also colleagues. Aren't you a bit old to be using that word? But yeah, he's the best friend a guy could have. Which reminds me, we're supposed to meet up and gossip about the new girl in the... What? What? Oh. I thought they were adding someone new. Okay, liars. No talking about me behind my back. So what kind of guy is he anyway? Well, if I had to describe him in one word... Lazy. Say lazy. And so, after some slight arm twisting, Apollo promised to bring me to meet his friend. Unfortunately, that promise was never meant to be fulfilled. For not long after, their friendship was mercilessly severed by fate. Wait, what? What? And the bonds between us began to fray and unravel as well. Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence. Even now, those words continue to ring in my ears. The discord in our ever-cheerful Apollo's voice made him sound so cold and distant. Why, Apollo? Why? Why would you leave us all behind? Indeed. I really want to know. Oh, yeah. Sweet! Episode 4! I just want to apologize because I thought the episode was originally was going to be over a long time ago. It just kept going and going, and then an hour passed, so there's no intro or outro for all of those, but here we are finally getting an outro, so hope you guys enjoyed episode 3. What was episode 3 called? Turnabout Academy? Because now it's time for episode 4, The Cosmic Turnabout. See you all next time. Where'd he go? Oh. Howdy, buddy. Whoa. Yes, it is a lock. Oh, that's clever placement right there. That's a tricky one. Good thing I'm a genius. No, that's not it. You want me to use the key by dragging left. Did I just lock him in? That's pretty good.